I want to talk about your summer first because two big things happened this summer for you. One was you staying here, and the other was the USA select team. I want to start by the decision of you staying here because back in Berlin, I thought that that will be our last interview, and you will go to NBA this summer. So I'm really surprised that you are sitting next to me right now and we are doing this interview. So what was the reasons behind that decision process?
The reason was just not signing an NBA contract, So simple put, some things in life are simple, and that's the simple answer. For that, we've already talked about it, and no, it would be a pleasure and a desire to play stateside, be around family and friends. But as I've always said, be where your feet are, and my feet are once again back in Istanbul. So I would do my best to be the best version of Nigel this year, and do the best that I can possibly do.
Did you get offers, but the offers did not match your expectations, or what was the
Yeah,
offer?
I mean, at the end of the day, it didn't happen. So for whatever reason, stuff isn't in my control. Control what I can control. I've done enough and did enough to prove my ability. Some things just don't go your way, and you never know. Maybe it's for the better. Like I said before to you, the same thing happened a year ago, and I ended up coming back and breaking and setting a record. So who knows what the universe has in store for me this year.
Yeah, let's go. Let's pass to the, as you described, the best moments of your life, the USA select team. How would you summarize your experience in there?
Yeah, as you said, once in a lifetime experience, the greatest 3 weeks of my life. I've never been happier, ever. It was tremendous from sunrise to sunset, wheels up to wheels down, and extremely happy and grateful that I was able to partake in the experiences, the sights, the sounds, the atmosphere, the learning, the travel, just the overall experience was something that people would pay a lot of money to have, and it's something that I'll never forget. And I'm very glad that I documented most of it too, so it's something I can share and watch back later.
Those videos are not published yet, right? Because I
No,
didn't
they're
see.
not published yet. They're not published yet. They're getting finished, and they will come maybe probably within the next month or so. They could be all done and ready to show the world.
Okay, so I want to ask about the three best. You had a chance to be with the three of the best players in our generation: Curry, Durant, and LeBron. So some players have the same amount of talent, may have the same amount of talent, but they are not as great as them. So what separates them to be the great and not just be a talented good player? Would you be able to observe that?
It's the obsession to detail, and that's something you hear a lot. One of the biggest things you learn is that there are no secrets to anything you want to do in life. Whatever you want to pursue or do in life, whatever lane it is, whatever sport it is, whatever job it is, there's someone that has done it at an extremely excellent level, and they've told you exactly what they've done, and they showed you what they've done. And those guys have learned from the previous players before them on the obsession to detail it takes, obsession to your craft, and how to be better, how to take care of your body, how to train, eat, sleep, work out, repeat, etc. And they've done those things. And when you combine that with the talent and the abilities that they have, that's how you get once in a lifetime generational players.
So let's jump to Fenerbahçe because every year we talk here, we sit here and you give me some spoilers about the next season. Last season you told me that you will be the best defensive players of the league. I mean, you didn't get the award, but effect on the court, some people may view you as the best defensive player on the EuroLeague. So I just wondered this. We didn't see you ball dominant in your game, in your career, and I can see that you can play with the ball. So will this be an update on your game next season? What will you try to work on and put to make your game better this season?
Yeah, I don't want to be more ball dominant. I want to I want to be a very, very high peak level of conditioning. I want to move a lot. I want to set better screens. I want to average like 6 or 7 rebounds. I want to do things that require more energy, that require more endurance, and to be able to do them. And I know that will improve my game. The goal is never to just dribble the ball. That's usually what, a lot of the talented guards in the league do, and that's what they need to do to score and help their team. But I don't need to do that to be effective, and that's not something I really want to do to be effective. But as I've told you before with Charlie, when you've spoken about, it's about hunting and gathering, trying to find out what I can do each possession to get the ball, shoot the ball. And if I can't shoot the ball, find out how to get my teammate a good shot or how to create for them. And Charlie just sent me a video of Michael Jordan scoring 45 points or so in a playoff game, and the most dribbles he took in one possession might have been 2. Maybe there was 3 dribbles he did, but everything else was just catch, shoot the ball, catch, 1 dribble, shoot the ball. So if
We have Klay Thompson, who didn't dribble the ball and scored 60 points, I guess.
exactly,
Yeah.
he's like 11 dribbles or something crazy like that. So you don't need to dribble the ball to score. Some players do, some players don't. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But ideally, it would be to try to be as efficient as possible. And when you watch most people on earth, besides the rare few unicorns, Kyrie Irving being one of them, the more you dribble, the worse shot you end up taking, and the worse it looks. Again, there are unicorns. Example, Kyrie Irving, who you can take as many dribbles as you want because it's still going to be a make. But for me, it's try to be as efficient with my scoring, dribbling, and the movements I make to try to, get as many points efficiently, quickly as possible.
So how is Charlie, by the way? Did you spend time this summer?
Yeah,
with
he
him?
just talked to him. We just talked the other day. He was asking how preseason was going. He's doing fantastic. I let him down in the Olympiacos preseason game because
Why?
there's a mindset that we're trying to create in the way I play, in the way I orchestrate the game, and the way I go about it, and I didn't do that, and we end up losing because of that. But it's a work in progress, but I made a promise to him I wouldn't do it again. So yeah, I need to keep that in mind. The things that we talk about, the things we work on how to be a better manipulator and dictator of the game.
Yeah, being a manipulator, can you explain that a little bit?
Manipulating the game is figuring out how to make the game work for you. So the guys on the court, they each have their own abilities, post, shooting, scoring, off dribble, off screen, whatever. And however you are most effective, there's things you can do to make sure the game happens for that outcome. And that obviously takes a mental ability to be able to think the game in high level intelligence, but it also takes skill and experience to be able to come down the court and go, okay, who do I have guarding me? And what can I do to get the worst guy guarding me that's the best for me? Or what can I do now to get a shot open? Or there's 10 seconds left. What can I do right now to get the ball and put myself in a position to score or create for someone else? And those things that you think of, that's how you manipulate the game. And this obviously basketball is a quick game, so it's something you need to think about rapidly. But that comes with, like I said, time, skill, and a certain level of like high basketball IQ needed to do that.
So, I wonder this. I see you as a very self-confident guy on the court and off the court. Were you always like this, or did you build that by the time?
I was confident, and then I've always worked hard. I've always tried to work harder than other people. And my confidence came from my work, but then my work got really good. So then my confidence got really good. I was always working hard, and I'm thinking like, okay, I know I'm good because I work really hard. And then the best way to explain it is if you take an axe and you chop a tree, it's like,
If you what?
if you take an axe,
X.
biliyor musun?
What is that?
Like you hit a tree down
Okay.
that. So like the sharp end, you hit the tree. I was swinging with the wooden end.
Okay.
but I worked so hard. So like eventually I got the tree down. And the last couple years, I figured out how to hit with the sharp part. So now all the trees are falling down. So that level of improvement in my game is the last 2 years of the trajectory and 3 years of my career is just being able to swing with a better, I'm using the sharp part of the axe now. And then now that my ability has reached my work ethic and my confidence is all growing, it's now just creating the necessary like ego and mental space you need to be in to be great at something. And it's something that people who are either scared of their abilities or scared of where they are, or they don't want to achieve their own things, or they're jealous, envious, or not as confident in themselves, that they will tear and ridicule and, you know, say negative things about people who have confidence. And that's where you get people saying, oh, you're cocky or you're arrogant or something like that. But if you look at the greats in anything, basketball, if you look at them, they all have a level of arrogance to them. They all have a level of ego because you need it. So it's when people ask, oh, do you have like a confidence? It's like, well, the people that are your role models have it. So if I want to be great, then I obviously need to have it. So these last couple of years, I've worked on developing an ego that borders like arrogance.
Wow.
And it's helped me.
Yeah, that's a tiny balance, I guess.
It is a very thin line.
Thin line.
It's a very thin line. It's easy to cross. And even if you do cross it, if your intentions and your heart is good with it, I think people still can take it the right way. But it's one that you need to do, because like I said, there's whatever sport you look at, everyone great at what they do, they all have an ego. They all believe they're better than you. They all believe they work harder than you. They all believe you can't compete with them. They all believe that they're the best. And that's why I said earlier to you, there's no secrets. Like, that's the secret, is that you have to be delusionally confident. That's something I talk about with Xavier, who now plays at Madrid. You have to be delusionally confident in what you want to do. Otherwise, you'll never do anything.
Well, that confidence we talked about made you the best forward in the Europe last season, and I know that you will not settle with that title. I know that you want more. You always want more. You always want to be better than the version of your self in the last season. So, what are your goals this season? Because I know you kept them in your notes too. Maybe MVP. Is it one of your goals?
I have not written my goals down yet. I think I'm going to write them down next week.
Okay.
But the theme for it is, no, I gave you the theme. You can't get it now. You lost your opportunity.
Please,
No. You lost it.
Please.
You lost. That was a once in a. That's how life is sometimes. You
Two
know?
words.
That's how life is sometimes.
2 words, 2 seconds.
I don't have anything. I don't have my goals written down yet. I will. Yeah, but the goal is always to be a better Nigel, and that's what I'll work on. With this life experience, basketball experience, and the USA experience, I've been able to learn and be around greats and pick up the habits that they have and the work that they do and what they do, the way they train, sleep, recover, and try to apply that to my game. And, you know, if I can resemble something like that, I think it'll undoubtedly improve my game as well.
So challenge is accepted, I guess.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to see.
Okay, let's talk about the Fenerbahçe's chances for the season, because this is not my opinion. I'm just a reflection of the media right now to you. The title contenders are mostly seen as Panathinaikos, Olympiacos, and Real Madrid. You, in your tenure with the Fenerbahçe, you were never the favorites to title, like the first favorite, but you were always in the Final Four favorites. Does being underdog for the championship motivate you more, or would you prefer to be the favorite? Like, what is your mentality on that perspective?
My mentality is just to be there, and the best way to go about that is to put in the work and the preparation, which is what preseason is, which is what the summer was, and then do the necessary things to, when the lights are on, you know, I'm able to perform at a high level. And the best thing we can ask and hope for is to be healthy at the end of the season and have all of our guys in a good rhythm, because when the playoffs come, there's really nothing you do differently that the teams don't know. Everyone knows what you do. Everyone knows what you're capable of. And what it comes down to is availability, and that's the health of your team. So that's the only thing you can ask for. And every team has the same goal, and we'll find out in 8-9 months who ends up getting their goal.
I mean, you've been to the Final Four last season, and you were maybe the most crucial player on the team. Maybe some players think otherwise, some people think otherwise, but many people consider you as the most crucial player on the team, and you went to the Final Four as that status as a player. Was that different to be on that status and playing in the Final Four? What did you learn last year in the Final Four?
I didn't learn anything, but I did compliment myself and my work ethic, my mental fortitude, the ability to achieve and reach goals I set for myself, to improve myself, to become a better player, to experience things that I wanted to experience. I told Ilkera that last year during Final Four Media Day, when we went in Barcelona, when I was there for 8 minutes.
Just 8 minutes.
I took the team picture and an individual picture, and that was all they wanted me to do. And then the next time I go to the Final Four, I ended up having to do like 2 hours worth of media. And just shows what you can do in life. Take your experiences, the highs and lows of things, and improve and reach goals and stuff. So, we do our best to try and get back to a Final Four, inshallah.
Okay, I wish you good luck for the next season. Thank you for